Hey everyone, it's Jenny, and today I'm doing my makeup of the week, my everyday makeup drawer, which is kind of funny because I don't have my makeup in a drawer. I actually have it in almost like a fishing tackle box, and then of course what I wear throughout the week I put in this bag. I know I had started this series I guess you'd say last year, and then I kind of quit because I didn't have as much time to dedicate to it, so I'm going to try to start doing it again. We shall see how it goes. And again, I'm filming with my ring light, so I'm trying not to cause a glare with my glasses. It's a learning curve. So let's get into the makeup that I'm using for the week. I always like to change it up every week. Does anybody else do that? I don't know. It's kind of a good way to, you know, use your products, find out what you like and what you don't like. I usually always start off with the primer, and the primer that I'm using is my OG favorite a primer. It's just the Smashbox Photo Finish Iconic Primer. I do have dry skin. I think this is good from normal to dry skin. I'm not sure about, you know, if you have oily skin. If you do have oily skin and you use this, do you like it? Let me know. Let's see, what else do I have in here? Foundation. Let's get to the foundation. And foundation I'm using is Maybelline the Dewy Smooth Foundation. And I'm in the shade 115 Ivory. I think they've actually made more shades of this. I could be wrong. It does have SPF of 18, so that's good. The Maybelline Fit Me Dewy Smooth. I do like this a lot because I do have dry skin. I know they do have the matte and poreless, which I've heard is amazing, you know, if you do have oily skin. Even people with dry skin like that one. I've not used it. Anytime I see something that's matte, I get kind of scared because I'm like, is it going to stick to my dry patches? I don't know. Let's see, my powders. Actually, I should go into concealer because this is a new concealer I'm trying out. I just bought this because I was getting low in my concealers, and it's Maybelline Fit Me, and this is in the shade Fair. I've actually used this formula, but I had it in the shade Light, and it was a little too dark, but I do like the formula. It's really, really good, and it's affordable. I want to try some more high-end concealers, but I'm not sure if I want to pay the price. Like, I can pay the price for a foundation. I can understand, like, $40 for a foundation. It may not be expensive to some people, but to me, I'm like, that's a lot of money. And for a concealer, I'm like, the most expensive concealer I have is the Naked Skin, and I really like that one. I still think it's kind of pricey. Powder, the Laura Mercier. I always keep this in my bag. And I know I've mentioned this in my previous makeup of the weeks. Even for this small container, it's lasted me a good while, and I still have a good amount. But I'm also using the Althea Korea powder, which I really like too. You know, I think it's good. I think they're both good. And then pressed powder. I don't use pressed powder all the time, but I do kind of like to put it on my chin and maybe a little on my nose. And it's the Maybelline Fit Me. So, got a theme going on here, don't I? Some Maybelline. But I like Maybelline products. Okay, what is next? Oh, I should have went into my correcting, but I know I've had this on here before. I really, really like this. This L'Oreal Infallible Total Coverage, the Pro Color Correcting Kit. I love using this right here under my eyes, and sometimes this more yellow shade on my red spots, and it really neutralizes it. I know it has the green for the red, but I think the yellow sometimes does a better job. Just wanted to bring that up. And let's get into, oh yeah, contour, bronzing, bronzing. I'm using the It Cosmetics My Sculpted. I love this stuff. I love this. I won this in a giveaway from It's Donny Wonny Time. And I can tell you right now, you can tell which shade I have went hard into. This shade I've also started going really hard into. Now these two shades right here are kind of dark for me, but I do like to use these as shadow. The highlight is beautiful. I'll give a swatchy-roo. It's more of like, well, I don't know how well that's going to show it. That might show it. But it's more of like I always like to call these like a silver highlight, because sometimes golds don't show up on me all that great, and then this is just a good like white powder to set with. So I've been getting a lot of love out of this. A lot of love, a lot of use, a lot of love. And then the blush I'm using, and I really like this blush. I got it at Ipsy. Pretty good sample size. It's the Balm Springs. I like it. It only takes, like, I only have to dip my brush in once, and it's enough, because it can get kind of, I don't want to say heavy, but it can, you know, you don't need a whole lot, and I like that. Now I'm trying the Mercier Luminizer, which I had on the Ipsy. Had on my Ipsy unbagging. I like it. It's just where it's more of a gold highlight. I'm not sure that it's right for my skin. I mean, it gives me a sheen. I don't hate it, but I don't know if it's necessarily the right highlight for me. And then of course too, I did kind of do, you know, play around with it a bit, put this down as a base. This is the Trestique Highlight, which, like I said, I'm not sure how well it's going to show up. And I think it goes with that very nicely. It compromises. Y'all, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. I'm filming this on Monday after work, and my brain is completely done. But I think it goes well with the Mercier Luminizer. That's what I'm trying to say. Also, on highlight too, I do have this Stila Starlight Star Bright. And I do like, there is one here I really like, if I can get it open and show this to you. The pink guy right there. That's pretty. See if I can get a swatch of her. And these are sort of like putty. And right there. Really pretty. Really pretty. Okay. Now let's get to brows. This is my jam. The Brow Gal by Tonya Crooks, the powders. My sister got this in a BoxyCharm, and she gave it to me, and I don't use anything else. Like, I don't use anything else anymore. Like, I think it does a perfect job, because I don't like to be like, whoa, too much brow. I like my brows to look sort of natural but filled in, you know, that kind of look. And then I always carve out L'Oreal Infallible, a Total Coverage Pro Conceal and Contour Kit. This is my shade right here, and this is a really good shade to contour for me, for my skin tone. So multi-use. These two are like my peanut butter and jelly love. And then for the eye primer, I'm doing the Kat Von D High Voltage Eye Primer. The more I use this, the more I really like it. I don't know if you can actually still get it. I think it may have been discontinued. But if you find it like TJ Maxx or somewhere, I highly suggest you pick it up. For backup, a brow pencil, but I haven't really used it. It's just Wet n Wild. It's a good brow pencil if you need a good cheap brow pencil. And let's get into some shadow. I've been using single shadows. This right here I have on my eyes right now. I really love it when I want to go for like a, you know, toned down makeup kind of look. This is the e.l.f. Rose Gold Molten Liquid Eyeshadow. Beautiful. The Stila, this is their Magnificent Metals on the shade Violet Vixen. Love this. I always get compliments every time I wear this. Such pretty purple. I got some L'Oreal, the Infallibles. This is in the shade, I know it says it on here, Burst into Bloom. It's a really pretty shade. I may try to swatch it. This video is getting longer than I thought it was going to be. And let's see if I can swatch so you can kind of see what that looks like right there. It's very pretty, very pretty. And then this right here is the bronze taupe, another beautiful bronze color, great to wear to work. And that's it right there. You know, these are just colors you can put all over your lid and not have to really think a lot about. And I appreciate that. I don't know about anybody else, but, you know, sometimes I like, you know, taking my time with my makeup, but when I gotta get to work, like, I've got to get my face on, and I have got to be done. Then another single, this is sort of what I use, you know, to put in the crease, just to even things out, and this is, in Paper Tiger. I think this is from ColourPop. I got this in an Ipsy. Really good crease shade. And let's get to eyeliners. Oh wait, I did have another eyeshadow. It's a Laura Mercier Rose Gold. It's just the stick. It's really pretty. I got it in the Sephora Play. And then eyeliners. Where's my other eyeliner? I had two. Okay. I'm using the Vasanti Kajal Waterline. So far I'm liking it. And then the Clinique liquid liner. Pretty easy liquid eyelining pen. And for mascara, I've been using the Marc Jacobs. Does this have the Velvet Noir Major Volume Mascara? I'm not sure how I feel about this. One time I use it, I like it. The next time, like today I used it, I hate it. It gave me like spider lashes, spider leg lashes. Anybody else? What's their opinion on this? So that is all my makeup for the week. I know it's kind of long. I didn't mean for it to get so long-winded, but let me know what makeup products you are using. Let me know that you do like, you know, this type of video again by giving it a thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate it. And make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this sucker. And make sure you comment. And have a fabulous day. Bye.